Come take a walk with me in Lowe's. Now, earlier this week, I went to a Lowe's that was further away, but you all suggested that I try to show the prices more in the videos. So we're at this Lowe's where I can show you more, and I'm already starting to do things that I know I shouldn't be doing. So make sure you stick around and I'll show you at the end, but let's go ahead and let's see what they have. So each season they get their seeds, and Lowe's pretty much carries the Ferry Morse brand. I'll also show you the other brand that I have seen in the last few years that they carry. And they also have different things like pollinator mixes. They have the grow lights here for $37.98. This is an indoor grow light. They have the heating mat for $30. I think that's a little bit up there. And then, like, if you want to start with herbs, a windowsill herb kit. Now, seeds have changed over the last few years. I've noticed that they have started carrying this line of seeds in their Lowe's store. They have like the vegetables, the flowers, the herbs, but I really like Seeds of Change as well. Their seeds are organic, and they have a beautiful variety of seeds. So right around the corner, you have different seed starting accessories, the seed starting kits, the greenhouse kits. It just depends on what you like to start seeds in. I have different things that I prefer, but I've been trying a couple of things. I'll keep y'all posted because one I'm not really satisfied with. I probably won't be buying that anymore, but you got to do what works for you. And then they have dahlias. Y'all stick with me because I really had to like look at these prices a whole lot to try to gauge like what's the difference between the different dahlias, because there are a lot. But let's keep going. I'll share with you like the big differences that I saw. Now, these are the extra large blooms dinner plate dahlias. I want you to stick around because this is why I stay in the store so long. So these are 3 plants of the extra large for $14.98. But then when I start to look at these dahlias that are over here, you have to look. You get like 2 plants for $7.98. And they're all different colors. But then when I look over here, now these are not the extra large blooms, so you get 2 plants for $10.98. So just be mindful of the different varieties of dahlias. And then Lowe's always has their hydrangeas, their honeysuckle plants, and so one plant for the most part of these are $9.98. And then they have their fruit plants, their blackberries, their grapes. And these are one plant for $10.98. And y'all, I am seeing these prices really increase over the years, but some of the plants here are starting to break that dormancy. And then they have the double pack of like the blackberries and the grapes where you get 2 plants for $17.98. But most of them are 2 different varieties. So it just depends on what you want to plant and how much of each that you want to plant. Now I'm going to make sure I link the Tractor Supply video with the updated 2025 prices because y'all, I have been looking at so much garden stuff over the last few days that I am just getting totally confused. But they do have the asparagus, they have the seed potatoes, they have the onion sets, they have the garlic. So most of these are $4.98. It just depends on what type you get that dictates the quantity of it. Now, these are also seed potatoes as well. Now, I love mammoth elephant ears, but I did not realize that they had went up to $9.98. I don't know if that's expensive or reasonable to you. And then on this side, we have more of the fruit plants. Like these are more, you might get 1 raspberry plant, 1 blackberry plant, and 1 red grape, 1 green grape. And then you have more plants over here. Most of this section is $7.98. Again, it just depends on what you're getting that dictates the quantity. Most of the clematis is like 1. But then again, y'all, let me tell you, make sure you hit the subscribe button because I'm doing an experiment with the dahlias. We left ours in the ground, and so I want to see if they come back up, but they have a lot of dahlias. And then they also have a lot more plants. Now, this particular rack over here, most of these were $6.98 with the exception of the cannas being $10.98 and the gladiolus. And then when I stepped outside, I was like, oh man, it was such a beautiful day here today in Georgia. But I just told my mom and we just agreed. Do not think it's not more cold weather coming, because it is. This is just February 1st. We still have more, but I just always love to see color. And look at how beautiful this plant is right here. Now, I'm hoping that these were left over from like last season. They are on clearance. They're not in the clearance rack that I'll show you in just a second. But some of these are very leggy and some of these need to be marked down, although they're not. This set is not marked down, but maybe they'll get to it really soon because most of these need to be marked down. And they have started to get their fruit trees in. Now stick around because I was just trying to figure out what makes one fruit tree higher than the other one. But as you can see, the plums and the peaches and certain apples were mostly $32.98, which has been a price increase again. But that's life, right? So moving down, here is the Southern Living Down Home collection. These are fruit trees. They're $44.98 and they had peaches, pears, and apples. Now, according to my garden plan, we're supposed to add more fruit trees in year 3. We've been in the Atlanta area now going on year 2, but who knows? If I see a good deal, you never know. We might move up in schedule. The clearance rack is not jumping yet, just a little odds and end here. Y'all know I love the clearance rack, especially on things like perennials, but not a lot. But the season hasn't really started either. And then these are some of your trees over here, and you see that they're starting to bud. This is a Jane magnolia tree right here. This is $58. We've always had the regular magnolia tree. This is a white dogwood tree. Did I go down to the price? $58 right here. The trees are different prices too. The majority were $58. But then we go back to this apple tree. It just depends. Like that one was $49.98. The Fuji apples $32.98. So it just depends on the variety is what I am concluding to. Then we have some flowering cherry trees here. The Yoshino flowering cherry, $36.98. This is a forest pansy red bud, $41.98. I love like the different colors. I love the pictures, how it shows you when it's in bloom, maybe when it's in fall. Just really beautiful. Like look at this white dogwood, like how it is in the spring and then coming to the fall. That adds so much beauty to a landscape. And the pink flowering dogwood as well. And then y'all, I've been watching this peach tree for some years and I'm still thinking, do I want to get it? This is a bonfire patio peach. If you have this, let me know how it is. But now next they have a few shrubs out still, not a whole lot. It looks like some of them were a little bit damaged by the snow, but they're all different prices. The baby gem is $21.98. I'm not finna mess these people names up, but it's just different prices. Like this one here is $26.98. So it just really depends. This Nandina here, I know this one so well. We have one here at the new home, but we used to always have some on our job, and I just used to love the color variation. But as I'm walking, do y'all see how a lot of the areas are, not filled yet? But again, we're still in February. In about the next couple of months, we're going to see a whole lot of things come. But So it looks like they might have just gotten this particular rack in. These plants look way newer than the earlier ones that I showed you, but these are like a combination of like the viola, the dusty miller, the ornamental cabbage plants. But y'all know I love purple, so that looks really pretty to me. Now, this is what I want to share with y'all. And again, make sure you stick to the end. Last year, when I went to visit my sister in Virginia, they actually had these bloomable bare root roses. They did not have them in Georgia. I have not seen them in Georgia since this year. But I have seen the actual plants at the stores, but not the bare root. So I just wanted to get that out the way. But let me tell you what I noticed when I was looking at these. You got to be careful just in case you go. Some varieties, you see where it says 2 plants, and then other varieties is just 1 plant. Both are $19.98. The 2-pack are smaller, and then the 1-pack is a bigger bare root. So we got the Sweet Mademoiselle. This is my back patio, y'all. This is what I brought home. We got the Romantica Moonlight. We have the Michelangelo, which is 2 plants right here. And then we also have the Parfuma Earth Angel. Those are 2 plants. And then we also have the Parfuma Blitz, which is 2 plants. I think the Mademoiselle is 2 also, but I'll find out. So, as always, thank you all so much for watching this video. Make sure you share this video with your family and your friends. And if you're not a subscriber, go ahead, tap the subscribe button. Make sure you tap the bell so that you can receive notification each and every time we upload a new video. Again, thank you all so much for watching. And until the next video, bye-bye.